Okay, so I want to make a couple announcements before we get started. So for the ones of you that aren't skipping and you're going to sit here and listen to me for a minute. So I'm going to do this 5-day giveaway for Christmas. I'm going to start it on the 20th. By the 10th, I'll know which decks I'm going to put up there, so I'll be able to give more information about entry and all that. But I wanted to let y'all know a couple things about that. First off, I'm going to make a video to show y'all all the decks that I'm using, or all the decks that that are going to be on there, and just a little bit about them. And then secondly, one of the 5 decks that I'm going to be giving away is going to have a free 1-question reading with me. That will probably be about 30 minutes, but those of y'all that all get personal readings from me know that they're never just 30 minutes, but we'll see. Always depends on the question. But that will be there as well. And then I will close down the votes on the 10th. So if you haven't went and voted, it's the top 3 are going to be the ones that I give away, plus 2 other decks that I have. Which brings me to this deck here is one of the ones I'm going to give away. And this is the Cosmic Creatures. I haven't used it very often, but it comes with this book and it just shows you an animal. So I wanted to show y'all what happened to me when I sat down at my desk. I'm going to use the Awakened Soul Oracles today as well. And if you notice the bottom of them, there's a bee, but kind of reminded me of a fly because, and I'm going to show y'all why, because they look so similar. I put down this deck here and I looked at the bottom of it and look at that. Isn't that crazy? It's so crazy. So that's what I'm going to show y'all. I want to look at the fly real quick in the intro here so we can see what that means, and then we'll go forward to the reading, okay? So it's number 55, or page 55. These don't have numbers on them, so you have to look it up, but it's in alphabetical order. It's the fly. I'm not going to read this whole thing. I just wanted to see. Okay, so I lied. I am going to read this. Y'all have to, I paused for a minute, read it, and now I really want y'all to read it. I'm going to read it to you. So fly here. Grit, multiplication, and survivor. The fly is one of the most misunderstood cosmic creatures. Viewed as common pest, flies can be seen as spreading gossip, annoyance, and hate, often appearing to reap the rewards of other people's labor. But the fly is incredibly important to the cycle of life, acting as nature's janitors, cleaning up waste and consuming rotten matter and preventing it from becoming landfill or littered on the street. Flies also spread pollen and help fertilize the next generation of plants, acting as bus drivers for the next seedlings. While certainly not glamorous, the fly honors its role in the cycle of life, as it possesses the grit and tenacity to be the unsung hero. Flies do what they need to do and get the job done. Flies multiply wherever they're needed. So while they can spread messages of malice, they can also spread messages of abundance. When a fly appears, know that you have what it takes to survive through anything. Guys, I feel like this was like my message because I had such a hard time figuring out what reading I wanted to do. And then I finally realized that I think that that's because it needs to be more of kind of a mystery kind of read. So that's what we're doing, okay? So this is going to be a mystery reading when it comes to your love life. This is going to be solely focused on your love life and your situation where you're in. Just kind of a mystery of whatever spirit's kind of wanting you to see that maybe you don't see. You know, why are the flies coming to that situation, you know? So with 3 piles to choose from, this last pile here, pile 3, that's going to be also one of the ones that I give away in the, or that's at least a vote to give away. It's really done well. It's by Kat Pierce. And I hope I said her name right. C-A-T Cat too, which is kind of cool. But this is, it's going to be up on there, and it's either 2nd or 1st place right now. So I'm excited. Okay, guys, so now we got all that out of the way. 3 piles to choose from here. First pile here is the Yarn Tarot. And then pile 2 is the Sirius Tarot, and this is a newer deck I just got. And then pile 3 is the wandering star. So pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, your current love situation. And I'll see you at your pile. Hey, pile 1. Okay, so if you chose the Yarn Tarot, which I really love this tarot, when I found this, I was like, well, I don't yarn. You know? I know how to quilt and stuff, but, you know, I'm not doing that at home, not knitting anything. But I really like the way that it looked, and the cards are really pretty too. So, but we're going to start here. I'm going to use these cosmic creatures. So this is the other deck that I'm going to give away. And we're going to use this to see kind of overall energy for you. I am going to read this at the end of the reading so we can see how it all fits together as far as advice and your situation and everything goes. So mystery love reading for pile 1, Spirit. Mystery love reading for pile 1, overall energy. Mystery love reading for pile 1, overall energy. Oh, Cardinal. I love the red bird. Okay. Red birds are very, like, they're meant to be, or they're say, spit it out. They're said to believe to be messengers of lost loved ones, messengers of spirit. So there's a real spiritual sense behind red birds, but bluebirds as well, which is crazy because I did see that one this morning, a bluebird. I see lots of red birds, not many bluebirds. So maybe there's someone here that's wanting to kind of come through with a message, or maybe this is just kind of saying that, you know, Spirit's sending you messages. For some of you, there's actually a message here that there's something to do with past energy that you need to kind of take a look at in order to be able to press forward or move forward past some kind of spot you're sitting in right now that feels uncomfortable for you. You need to look in the past to be able to know where the future lies. And some of you, this has to do with the choice in love, because the wings here look like a heart here to me. There's someone else on the other side of that. Like a reflective stage. This is just where you are currently. What else do you want to tell me about mystery love reading for pile 1? I saw this already once. Challenges, or challenge, chessboard, the game of life. So, it's your move. It's your move. You feel like you're holding like you're waiting, you know, for the next move. But it's you really are the sole one that has more of the power. This is the way that you're seeing it. This is actually kind of very interesting, guys. If you are in a relationship right now with someone, or situationship, relationship, partnership, connection, someone you think about, that you talk to, or you're connected to, then there's so much stuff I'm getting right now. It's crazy. You are seeing this person in a whole different way. And you are seeing this person as someone that is currently holding the next move to this connection itself. But there is a position that you have placed yourself in of power, where you feel like you are in control. You know when you... Guys, it's like when you have a debate and you just set yourself up for where you're putting the other person in a position where you know they have to say something, or you know they have to make the next move. And this person is sitting on this. They're just sitting on this. She's got her cup of coffee right there with the heart, by the way. So interesting, isn't it? That thing, I don't know what this is called, guys. But it's purple. What are these called? There's a name for this, guys. I don't know what it is. Sorry. But it's purple like the crown chakra. So it's this inner knowing that there's this kind of game that's being played at this time. There's this person you're discovering new things about this person, I feel like. I think that you're kind of seeing that. I think this person, you're kind of seeing this person in a way that you have never seen them before. I think that you're kind of getting this person maybe knows a little bit more than what they think, or something about them and how they are. For some of you, this is your energy I'm reading. It's the opposite. For some of you, if you're single and you're not connected with someone, I feel like you're fixing to make a choice here. There's a lot to do with choices that I'm seeing as overall energy. And knowing things. There's an underneath. I'm feeling like a high priestess energy. Like there's a knowing, internal knowing that this is kind of, it's like you're in connection in the 5D, but not the 3D in this kind of way. You're more connected in the 5D. What are you saying here? It's always tea time. Number 26. That's so crazy. Because here, I saw her coffee sitting here, and I was thinking that, you know, this person's kind of sitting in a way to where they're like, there's a patient energy here, and being able to be more patient. And so there's like a correction that's being made because of that. This is the way that you're kind of seeing things. It's like this is a spiritual thing. There's a spiritual thing going on here, guys. And it has to do with your own shadow work. Guys, I have to be honest with y'all. If y'all are on a really kind of in a really spiritual connection, you all know what I'm talking about. There's a union going on with a certain understanding that there's some sort of realization of the shadow work that's being done there, and more of a union energy. It's the craziest feeling I'm feeling. It's like there's just a known about what you're learning in this connection, like a certain kind of understanding between the two of you. That's something that's in union right now. Guys, I know that I'm like, this is way off, way off. So please only take what resonates, and don't let this like mess the reading up for you. It's just that I have to say that it's really strong. It's what I'm picking up on the most here. But there's underlining kind of things though. And there's some of the things here is this. See how here she's so patient when she's sitting here holding this chess piece, but yet here she looks like she's impatient. She's getting impatient. One of you may be a challenge, because one of you may be more in a position to where you're recognizing your triggers or your shadows and correcting those. There's lots of high priestess energy here. Very much tons of self-awareness of you recognizing things quickly. This could be your energy, but this could be your person's energy as well. So only take like, you'll know, guys, what I'm saying. So if something that would normally, before you kind of went on a healing journey or you've healed some things, something that would happen to you normally is you would kind of have less patience with yourself, or with the situation or with this person or something. There's less patience that's here, and this is part of the shadow. See the mushroom sitting on her plate, and she is impatient here, and the mushroom is part of that shadow work. But then there's like this more of exterior part of it where there's this other person here that's kind of teaching. That's the one that's pouring the tea, making the other person be patient. Because tea is comforting and it brings patience, right? Calms the other person down. It's tea time. Eternity, endless moments, and repetition. Number 26. There's also an idea behind this of not allowing the other person to get too much at one time, kind of stretching out time. There's an idea that you're stretching the time out here. It's part of, there's another heart on his hat. Heart, a heart, a heart. Hearts may be very significant for you. That is actually the Ace of Cups. So he's holding all the cards. How crazy. Guys, he has that in his hat, and she's got the chess piece here. It's like when you figure someone out and you know what is going to push their buttons, or you're trying to get them to get to a certain tolerance. That's what it feels like. But the thing I'm feeling, guys, what I'm feeling is that either this person or you, depending on which one you are, you have gotten to this point to where, or they have gotten to this point to where they have figured this out in a way. And so they're capable of having more patience. See how cool she looks? She's chill. Do you see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? And you are rare and free. There's not many like you. So this is where the two of you kind of can pick up on these things in one another, and the challenge that's made, because it says challenge here, guys. The challenge, it's hard to see, but the challenge that's made out of this is, that distracted me. Free bird, rare bird. Look at this. You are rare and free. There are not many like you. This is something that the two of you see as not wanting to kind of understanding the challenge and not wanting to kind of, you can't move away from that because you have this understanding kind of this being a challenge. When you find somebody you're magnetized with in that way, where you feel like that other person is kind of a challenge for you, and you have a desire within to face challenges in your life, like the fly. So interesting. Then you get to a point to where when you're in that relationship, that magnetism draws you in when it has to do with you seeing how you can evolve, or you can grow from a person, from a connection. That's what this is. And guys, this is from spirit. This is a spiritual connection. This is what we talked about as soon as the cardinal came out. And neither one of you want to kind of fully let this go. For some of you, you may have been in no contact, or long no contact, or all kinds of crazy things could have happened here, right? But there's not many like you. There's not many people that you meet in your life that bring this type of connection to you. And it's in itself, it is kind of, if you can kind of figure out the challenge, can be something that is repetitive, like a cycle. So let's narrow that down to this current cycle that you're in here. Wherever you are with this person currently, if that described the feeling that you feel or the connection that you feel. Let's see. Okay. You have the Hanged Man in reverse with the Empress in reverse. You're getting a new perspective here of this Empress energy, divine feminine energy. And some of y'all, this is your energy. You're getting a new perspective of the divine feminine here. Look at that. Two of Swords. And there's that Empress upright this time, guys. You're standing at a place to where you're making some sort of decision here when it comes to, I don't think it's so much a decision though. I think it's, you may be sitting and leaving, you gave them this choice, this decision here up to this other person. So you've given this choice now up to this other person. They're the one that's holding the peace. So let's see what else we need to know about this, Pile 1 from Spirit. What else do you want to tell us about this? See? Four of Pentacles. This is something that you want to hold on to. But there's also still a boundary that's being set as well. Because it's about time. You don't want this other person to get into a place to where they feel like it's too repetitive. Or this may be something that you're worried about or you think about. If you're away from this person, if you have no contact, you may wonder if this person was bored with you. And for those of you that are in contact, you may be not doing like this, not trying to get too attached or too close in some kind of way because you don't want this person to get bored of the repetitiveness that's here. This could be also something that this other person thinks about. If you're in no contact, this other person does not think about that. Okay. And the Two of Wands in reverse. There's an unknown energy of what you see the way that came out? Okay, we'll take them. There's a lot here. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Judgment's here. Look at that. Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Cups. Yeah, you're rare and free. There's not many like you. This connection there's not many like this connection, I'm telling you. There's not many that have this. This is like a unique kind of understanding of how to benefit from a situation with a person where they have this ability to help you, through your shadow. There's a level of understanding here. Guys, you want to get a reading when you're talking about your love life and what that's like. And you see the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Cups. This is a fortunate partnership, a fortunate connection. This is about a soul connection. Okay. We have Scorpio energy here with the Judgment, and plus the Wheel of Fortune's all the fixed signs. So Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus energy. Four of Pentacles, please. The Ten of Cups in reverse. Why is the Two of Wands here? Sorry if y'all can hear my cat. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Holy cow. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here in reverse? The Page of Swords. Yeah. I think that there's a part of you that I think this is both of you, to be honest with you, but I think that you're thinking about it in different ways though. But there's, both of you don't want to, There's value here. You know, both the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, there's a heavy loss that's there. This is what kind of a main focus is right now. And putting up some kind of wall or boundary when it comes to the Ten of Cups in reverse. I think that I think this person does. Y'all are the same. Do you see her head right here? For some reason, it looks like two heads in one. This is what I'm talking about, and it looks like it's in the shape of a heart. This is what I'm saying. You are in this place to where you're both you're in this same kind of energy of thinking about things, but you're looking at them in different ways. And one of you has a much more soul impression, more of the spirit focused on the way that your soul kind of feels in that pull. And the other one's more focused on a logical sense to things. Because this to me looks like the swords. And this right here, this one looks like the wands. It is the wands, but this one does look like a sword. So the Two of Wands in reverse is a card of not knowing about the future, being afraid of the future being unknown, not having a certainty, not having a plan there. And there's a lack energy that's kind of clarifying that with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. There's no Ten of Pentacles here. There's no, the two of you don't know how the other one kind of recognizes or sees your value with it being something that's going to be stable. There's no stability that's here. So when you think about this person, you think this person is not going to be here for a long time, or this person is someone that's going to get tired of me, or this person is someone that's going to, you know, recognize that I'm not something, and they're going to let me go. These are abandonment wounds, by the way, to some sort, whether that's as small as being abandoned by a friend in a situation that you needed somebody, or being as big as losing somebody. This is about this is abandonment wounds that's coming out, and it's differently for both of you. So one of you are going to be more in a realization of what that is, like a more of a recognizing this value as something greater than the other one is. But you're both not wanting to lose each other. There's a overall kind of energy here, and this is why there's boundaries being set with this Ten of Cups in reverse, because both of you are also in a state of mind to not wanting to lose the emotional part of this, of themselves in this connection. You especially, I feel. But so there's a little bit of a wall up there, not wanting to completely put supply towards a Ten of Cups or a Ten of Pentacles. So these are the kind of more shadow aspects that are coming out here. Now the Nine of Pentacles in reverse with the Page of Swords. This right here is a lack in oneself. I'm not enough. I don't have enough. I can't give enough. There's a lack in one's self here, okay? That this is the stuff that you're telling yourself at this time when it comes to this connection. And your person picks up on this, and it makes them also in an energy of, at times, feeling the same way. It's just that your person, I think, has gotten to this point to where they have recognized when they do that to themselves mentally, and they've figured out a way to not tell themselves these things, to not stay in that anxious energy for too long. They have like worked on that, and they figured out how to kind of not do that to themselves. So it's helping this connection to be able to kind of progress in a certain kind of way. But this is part of advice that's coming through here, what you're telling yourself. Also something that you may be telling this person as well. Like you don't see this connection as possibly being something that's, or trying to, maybe some of you not actually saying it, but maybe it's just acting in a way that this connection doesn't mean as much, or this connection is not worth anything, like the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe you've communicated that to this person as well, with this being the Page of Swords. And maybe you did that as some sort of, 1, 2, 3, 4, some sort of stability for yourself to be able to stay in this boundary. Why is Judgment here? Or have this person stay in that boundary. Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah. So the truth of this, Page of Cups in reverse. Hold on, let me get one more before I say anything about that. Tell me about the Page of Cups in reverse, please. Strength. Wow. Leo energy. Oh. I wasn't ready for that at all. We have the Tower underneath the bottom of the deck. Scorpio energy. Queen of Swords in reverse. 5 of Swords. And the Queen of Wands in reverse with the Star. King of Cups in reverse. 9 of Cups. That's a wish fulfillment. And then you stop here. But this is a special card in this deck, and it says, open yourself, trust your intuition, and cherish the journey. And that's what this is. I'm holding in my hand. This right here, guys, the 9 of Cups is a wish fulfillment that you can't have because it's in reverse. It's something that either you don't know how to have it, you don't know if you can have it, so why wish upon it? It's that kind of energy, even though it's sitting here with the Star in my hand. It's in this. It's kind of like a hopeless, it's kind of like you're not happy where you are. I'm not happy where I am. I'm not happy with the way this connection is, or I'm not happy with how things are going. I'm not happy here. This is not my wish. This is not what I want. The King of Cups in reverse is you're finding Scorpio energy again. You're finding this inability to be able to align those emotions with your thoughts. Oh, wow, yeah, that's what it is. You're having a hard time. Sorry, I just said what I was thinking and I didn't think about it. It doesn't make sense, does it? But anyways, makes sense to me. You're not seeing this as some kind of possibility here, guys. And you have your wish here. There's 2 people here. Who are these 2 people? There's 2 queens here. And the 5 of Swords is in between them. So there's some sort of conflict that's here. And that's the Tower. That's there's there's an energy of some sort of conflict that is going to, or that I think that you feel like is going to take place. And it's a future energy. You don't feel like you can ever have this wish fulfillment here because could be 2 people here that don't get along. Scorpio, Libra, Sagittarius or Leo, and Aquarius energy. It might not be people for some of you. It could be, but it might not be people for some of you. It could actually be some sort of something in your life that you're conflicted with. And it would cause this huge Tower moment. That's really interesting. Do you want to tell me more about that? I didn't get to talk about this yet, though. Okay. We'll go back to that in just a second. I want to go here first. Judgment. Judgment is facing judgment. Page of Cups in reverse is someone that is with strength there, patience. Someone that is being patient. I mean, that isn't being patient. Someone that's running out of patience. So you may be waiting for that call, waiting for a call, waiting to be able to express something. Or you may feel like this person's waiting for that and it hasn't happened. And this is strong. This is something that's coming on very strong. Number 2, guys, I didn't even mention number 26. 2 is about decision. 6 is the Lovers in Tarot, which is what I'm looking at. I feel like this is what I'm looking at with the partnership opportunities. Sorry about my stomach. I'm hungry. Can you tell me? Okay, I didn't ask for that, but the 8 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords in reverse. Coming clean about making progress or moving forward. What is that about? Can you give me one more for that? Already showed me this. 7 of Swords. About the Queen of Cups. What about her? Coming clean about emotions. I mean, tell me more about the Queen of Cups. The 8 of Wands in reverse. That's pulling back. I mean, that's slowing things down. Someone getting frustrated with the progress, too. This could be just a fear that you have about someone else. Tell me more. Why is the 8 of Wands here? The World. This has to do with the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. With the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the High Priestess. And there's that High Priestess energy that we were looking for. So, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse is you don't want to lose an opportunity to commit to something here. This is what you're not saying. The King of Swords is here with the 4 of Wands. Guys, you're just getting to see this whole entire deck. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Choosing happiness here. The 4 Cups in reverse. Choosing happiness here is something that is on your mind. The Knight of Wands. Something that you want to move towards here. You have the Lovers in reverse with the 3 of Swords in reverse. So it's with the 4 of Wands on top of that. Honestly, with all these cards that I'm seeing, I think that there's a little bit of fear associated with this other person kind of I mean, this is a hard reading, guys. I think this is complicated. I'm trying to figure out the best way to express what it is I actually do feel and how to make sense of it for you guys. I know what I'm seeing, but I'm just trying to put it into words. I guess I want to start here with this bottom of the deck. There's definitely a hidden wisdom here that you're holding on to. This Ace of Pentacles in reverse with the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. These are 2 cards of losing an opportunity to commit to something here, to work with someone on something, which is kind of what we talked about here with there's not many like you when it comes to this connection, but there's an opportunity here for you in some aspect of your life here to not want to lose this opportunity to work with others, to commit to something, commit to this relationship, however that looks for you. And then you have the World here. Okay, and I forgot this. The Eight of Pentacles. This is about wanting to make progress, wanting to press forward, wanting to move forward. And you have this energy here, the Seven of Swords. This is about coming clean to someone. And the Queen of Cups. This is someone that's loving and caring, and this is emotions, coming clean to someone about the emotions. When it comes to the Eight of Wands, this is about the delay or something not going the way that you wanted it to, or something not being able to press forward in the way you want. And the World is here, which the World has to do with, it could have to do with moving. It could have to do with closing out just a chapter or a part in your life. Now, she is looking directly over here at this. So there may be some kind of conflict that's pertaining to others around you at this time, that you're trying to avoid some sort of tower moment here, you're trying to avoid this from taking place. This is your wish. This is what you're concerned about. This is what's on your mind. And there's also behind that, which isn't much of your concern, but it's there, is that, and here's your counterpart energy here, guys, with the King of Cups. There's Queen of Cups, Cancer and Scorpio energy. But there's an idea over here that's underneath this, okay, that is a lack of being able to be emotionally being able to get what it is that you need here, what you want, your wish. What's your emotional wish? Like, what is it that you really want to achieve here out of this? What would be your ultimate goal here from this connection in this? And this is it right here, is your wish here is basically for this not to take place. Look at this, guys. I cannot make this up. So crazy. Look at this. Queen of Wands in reverse. Five of Swords. There's the conflict between these two here. Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. If this is you guys and this is your person, this could be the other party if they're involved with someone else. Having that conflict will cause this tower moment, and this is what they're trying to prevent. Or this is what you're trying to prevent. Let's get some message cards. Oh my goodness. I feel like I had to decode that whole entire thing. Like, my gosh, guys. I don't even know what the hell I said through half of that. This wants to come out. Wait. The timing is not right. This is something that keeps coming up about time, and like a slow down kind of energy. But someone, I think there's an idea that you feel like this other person may be kind of getting bored with the situation or impatient to some kind of extent, or maybe that's just your energy I'm reading. Can I have some message cards from Pile One's person, please? What would Pile One's person say to them if they could say anything? I pretend that I don't care. That's this energy I'm getting from this whole thing. I even said that. Didn't I say that? About the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, that lack, I fantasize about you. Lots of shadow cards here. Here's the shadow work that needs to be done. We're more alike than I admit. This is what I'm talking about over here. Yeah. It's crazy when you meet someone like that because it's just a slap in the face. But it actually, what it does is it makes you love yourself more. If you see that person in a certain way, it actually makes you love yourself more, because if you know that this other person does something and it irritates you or whatever it is, and you're like, but you just love them anyways, it's you love yourself then too, if you feel like you do that same thing. You know, God dang it, they're just like I am. That's my son. That is my son, guys. I literally had a mini me. He points to me how slow I am about things, and I've gotten better, I think, because of him, because he does it, and I'm like, oh my goodness, Brady, come on, let's go, we got to go, you know, and I realize I do that. I do that. I make people be patient with me. So my readings are so long, guys. It's funny though, it's like a slap in the face, but it makes you like love that part about you in a way, because you love that other person. It's actually a really cool connection to have with somebody. I know I crossed the line with you. I feel like I feel like this person here is... I just jumped energies, didn't I? I did. I just jumped, guys. I'm going to go back. Your person, okay? If that made sense. Y'all know what if it makes sense, y'all know. I pretend that I don't care that much because this person's trying not to pretend. I mean, they're pretending like they're, in a way, they're being this patient person here, but really they're not. But I think that you kind of know that in a way. That's why you know to wait, or the timing's not right yet. This person most definitely fantasizes about you. I can guarantee you that. And then we're more like that I meant. It's the same scenario. This is good, both of you. And I know I crossed the line here with you. I think has to do with possibly the timing of everything for some of you. For others of you, this has to do with some sort of conflict that you've dealt with this person here, that they feel like they think about they overstepped here in this connection in some kind of way. Or it's something that they think about that, I don't know why this isn't an ego card. It's a regular card, but I feel like they think about things and it causes some kind of anxiety when it comes to this card right here. True love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. I think sometimes this person thinks about this, could be you too, but I think sometimes this person thinks about this love that they feel for you it's gone past the point, right? It's already crossed the line here for this person. And I think that's something that causes them anxiety. That's why that's here as an anxious energy. What else would pile one's person say? Leap of faith. It's safe to make the move that you're considering. This person may be trying to, I think that there is a lot to do with that Four of Pentacles and there being some kind of security here, or lack of security. I left when I saw you as someone. I think this person, guys, I think this person feels like if you're with someone else, or if you were to be with someone else, then that would kind of give this person a reason to kind of leave this connection, because of this being next to leap of faith, and it says left, and it's making me want to look to the left, so it's like going back. So I feel like this person, they pretend like they don't care, but they do care about that. Look at that. That just popped out when I said that. This rejection is actually divine protection. This person tries to stay in a place to where, yeah, they do think about that, but they're trying not to. They pretend they don't care about that, but they do. That rejection wouldn't feel good. That's why they're trying to act a certain kind of way. I know more than you think. Yeah, this energy I picked up on before. I miss being with you. And I know I made a mistake, but I can't reach out. Play hard. I took the easy way out. This person, I think this person actually, they're trying to take on this challenge, they're trying to play this out. They're trying to, this person's trying to be patient, I feel. This person may feel like they were too much at some point with you, and now they can't have that anymore. Do you see what I'm seeing with these cards? I miss being with you, but I can't reach out. I made a mistake, and play hard. Find time to goof off and laugh with each other. this person doesn't feel like they can. They feel like in the past they've made some kind of mistake when it comes to spending time together. And so they even though they miss you, they're not going to reach out to you because of that. They're still working on some stuff. Yeah, they're still trying to, yeah, like there it is, mastering some lessons here. Strictly sexual is there as well. This person's still working in chemistry. Look at that, both in reverse there. This person's trying to try to not let these thoughts get to them here. I couldn't let you get close to me. I know you don't feel the same. I focused on you instead of my pain. I took the easy way out. You know, this is someone that's trying to, this is someone that's trying to not get attached in any kind of way. Let's see what the future and the connection is, and then we'll get a postcard from Spirit. Oh, no, we're not doing postcards. I'm going to read y'all's cardinal. See what that says. And then I will get a card of advice, though, outside of that. Future energies here, please. Very soon. The waiting is over. A decision needs to be made. Future energies here, please. Make the effort. So whichever side it is, you or your person that I was reading here, and I know I switched back and forth a couple of times. Guys, when I'm channeling, it's really hard for me to be able to focus on one person or another. Sometimes when you're in this, as far as like mentally, like you're in a connection that's like this, you are, what's the word I'm looking for? You're mirroring one another to a point, or you're not mirroring. It's not mirroring. It's there's union here. So you're both in the same sort of sharing an energy field, right? In some kind of way. And when it's strong like this, I can't focus on one or the other. Sometimes the wires get mixed, if that makes sense. So I hope that this reading made sense to y'all. Make the effort. Great love is worth putting in the time and effort. This is something that, see, here's the thing overall, is this waiting energies here. We're having to wait, being impatient, holding the chess piece, all that kind of stuff. But you're rare and free. There's not many like you. This right here is the reason of all this. Growing, number 38, okay? So 3 is growth, 8 is making progress. You're both not wanting to lose this, because you both see one another as being something that is rare, or you see this person at least as being something that's rare. But I feel like this person, because I don't know why I feel like this is more your person. But you're both seeing each other in this way. You think that it's just you, but it's not. Both of you are seeing each other like this. Something else came through when I was telling y'all that, and I lost it. It'll come back to me. What else? Future energies here, please. Happiness. I'm just going to stop there. I just want to stop there, okay? We have wisdom at the bottom of the deck, and regrets, and singles, and socializing, expressing. Soulmate energy here, guys, and there's the crossroads you're sitting at. Making a choice, to express and not wanting to have regrets here. Wanting to be able to, look at this, let the accumulation of your life experiences guide you to your decision. And this says a decision, a waiting is over, and as we've been waiting here, a decision needs to be made if you're going to put that effort in towards something positive or your own happiness here. This is future energy, so I do feel like this is coming, but I feel like it's more of a decision, in the way of a decision, because we saw that in the very beginning with that 2 of Swords and the Empress energy, and it's what I picked up on in the very beginning with her holding that chess piece and everything. There's a decision that needs to be kind of made here coming in the future. So let's get some, I want to get an advice card with these, and then we'll read your other card here. Can I have some advice, please, for pile 1 with this connection, please? In your love situation, advice. 2 cards came out, guys. Personal guide. 3 cards here. This comes out all the time. We have the animal totem here. So these animals, like this one here, interesting, I used that today. Animal energy and powers, number 27. So, you know, Spirit could be sending you animals that are significant. You need to kind of look them up and see what they're kind of saying about those animals that you're seeing. If you're seeing repetitive animals over and over, could be a cheetah, because this one's staring at me pretty hard. But there's some guidance that goes along with that. And then you also have personal guide here. Guardian angel spirit family, number 38. This here is also number 38. You're really seeing this person as this someone that is kind of like a guardian. Yeah, I mean, kind of like a personal guide, like helping guide you in some sort of way here. Then you have mindfulness, peaceful presence, and quiet mind. This is someone that's helping you to be able to quiet your mind, and you're actually helping this person to do the same. This is what this is. This is what this is about. And I know that sounds kind of weird to say that, because you're probably like, this is definitely not quieting mind. It's the lesson that's being taught in this connection is about being able to focus on your own happiness and being able to find peace within in your own mind space. Okay, so let's read the cardinal and see what it says. Number 25. Whoa. I got sidetracked. Guys, that is so wild. I looked down and I was thinking the 2 numbers that we have, and if we had any more repetitive numbers, because you have 28 and 28, I was like, do we have 27? And I was looking around, I was like, no, I guess we don't. But look, I landed on page 27. How crazy is that? Ah, so wild. Love it. 25 is what I was looking for. Okay, here we go. Ready? Devotion, romance, and love. Oh, that's what this is about. Okay. Love is on its way. With its bold red plumage, the cardinal carries messages of romance and encourages you to confidently declare your desires. Guys, this is what this part over here, this whole thing over here was about. Remember about you kind of making a decision to express that in some kind of way, with that 8 of Wands being in reverse and that being delayed comes to how you feel about things. Let your passions drive you forward under the flurry of infatuation. Cardinals are a sign of loyalty and devotion, mating for life once they found their partner, which is funny because here it's always tea time, eternity, endless moments, and repetition. So this is about that repetitive kind of energy there. Where did I stop? When a cardinal crosses your path, be on the lookout for anybody that appears in your life around that time. Along with their partnership, family is of utmost importance to cardinals, and they often create close bonds with their young. The plant roots in a region, providing stability and safety, which is something else that came up here, as they rise to their next generation, which is this here for me. Spirit family. This person is most definitely part of your spirit family, but personal guide that's here. The cardinal could be a sign that you are ready to settle down and start your own family, or deepen your relationship with your existing family. Cardinals can also be signs from loved ones who have passed, and a signal of assurance that you are being supported from the other side. You are deeply loved. So guys, this is exactly what I was talking about with this cardinal, especially down here at the bottom. There's a level of guide here, of guidance here, of spirit and recognition of that. So 26 and 27, that's where I got through off. This was 26, not 27. But there's a progression that's here, right? And I think Spirit's kind of also trying to help push you. And you may be seeing redbirds, or you may now, after this reading, see a lot of redbirds. But Spirit is trying to push you, and they may be sending you animals there in order to do that, in order to help guide you here, pushing you forward. Okay, so we have a good time. Yeah, go have a good time. Go for it. Yeah, exactly. How funny. Don't sabotage this. You belong here. Is it true? And it's a belief. I think this is where you kind of get in your head a little bit here, and it's saying, you know, is it true? Think about, is that true, or is that just a belief that you have? Or is that a belief that you have that you can't have happiness here? Is that a belief? You can't make the effort here. Is that a belief? Because if it is, that's what will be true. You know, what we believe is what we consume, and they're wanting you to think about where you belong, or how you feel, and kind of focus on that feeling. You know, when you go to therapy, one of the first questions they say, well, how does that make you feel? Because your head is connected to your heart, and your emotional self is going to send signals back and forth to telling your body what is that feeling telling your brain, you know? So how does this connection make you feel when you get lost into anxieties? So we actually have 5 and 8 here. 5 is change and 8 is progress, okay? And just means there's more to come. We also have W, T, N, the heart. We have S, E, A, E, K, J, N, U, R, another R, V, I, S, V. A C. I put C together. Take to the sea. I don't know why that came out, but it did. Unfortunately. Swear. I see swear in the bowl. So you may swear, you know, to this person something, or this person may swear to you something. R&R, rest and relax. That's definitely something that you need to do for sure, always. Take care of yourself, you know. What else am I seeing? Guys, you are going to have to let me know about this reading, because I feel like it was just like way different from what I was imagining. But when you're asking spirits, just tell me what I need to know. They're going to fill you up when they get the opportunity. So there was tons of stuff I feel like that came out in this, that some of it sounded like it didn't even make sense. So I'm kind of excited to go back and hear it. So I'm going to hold these up for y'all to see them. I'm not really seeing much else, so maybe there's some things in there for you to see. And yep, that's all I have here, guys. I'm gonna leave you here. So I hope you enjoyed this long reading, and thanks guys for being here. Thanks so much guys for all y'all's love and support. And yeah, and I'm still open for personal readings. If you want one from me, my information for that's down below. Be sure and go vote on my community page. And thanks guys, I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey pal 2. So if you chose the Sirius Tarot, hope I say that right, then this is going to be a reading. So we're going to put these to the side, and I'm going to pull one of these that we saw in the intro. If you didn't see the intro, this is the Cosmic Creatures deck, and this is one of the decks that I'm going to actually use for the giveaway. I already have it to give away. This is my copy. So we're going to pull one of these. This is going to be mystery, so we don't know what's going to come across. Pile 1 was completely different from what I was expecting. Crazy kind of reading. So we have no idea what this is going to pertain to, but this is going to be focused on your love situation at hand, okay? So whatever Spirit's wanting us to see. So we're going to pull one of these. I'm going to save this. I'm going to read the part of the book when it comes to this animal that's going to come out here for you at the end of the reading. So pile 2. What's pile 2's animal spirit here? What do you have for pile 2 when it comes to their love life? Okay, guess we'll take that one. Camel. Every time I see the camel, all I can think about is burdens, because they carry so much. They can carry so much. It's almost like their strength and their capacity for being able to, you know, how do I want to say this? It's like, because they are who they are, now because of that, people use them as a burden, you know, in a way. They have to carry things for others because of how strong they are. And this may be something that you see in yourself. You feel like, maybe you feel like in relationships, you always have to be the one that's kind of carrying more of the load, you know, carrying more of the burdens in that relationship. Now we're going to pull some of these Awakened Soul Oracles as well. You may be kind of someone that you feel like you've just waited and waited and waited and waited, or you've been waiting a long time to find that right person, and you just haven't quite found that person yet. In past relationships, they could have been, like I said already, like you felt like you were the one that was kind of carrying the load there, carrying the whole relationship, you know, and the other person wasn't. Like, relationships or love for you always seems like a burden in some kind of way, and you have a hard time being able to really just be fulfilled in a relationship, or being able to feel the relationship. Like, what's the purpose if it always ends up being some sort of burden? So you may be someone that's even isolating kind of in a way because of that, or you have in the past. Not necessarily from everybody, just when it comes to love in particular. What card do you have for pile 1? I'm sorry, pile 2. What card do you have for pile 2, Spirit? What card do you have for pile 2? Mystery love. What is their mystery love message for pile 2? I'm not taking all that. Just one, please. Okay, so this is pretty cool. This is the card that's on, comes as the illustration of the box. It's Gaia. So, come here, card. This really is like giving me this magician kind of energy, but it's also kind of like with Gaia, kind of the Empress energy as well. So what you have to, this is coming out in advice, guys. You have to figure out what it is that you really want in a relationship, and then kind of set your mind back to that space. Because I think that you're in a high energy of being able to manifest something that it is that you want, but you have to figure out what it is that really, what do you desire? You have to figure that out. You have to kind of release yourself from the anxiety of a relationship, or seeing a relationship as being a burden, and kind of flip that into a way where you can see that you can actually, you're the one that's sitting in the control seat, right? So you're the one that controls what kind of relationship you get into, and having an idea that now you know how to control that is how you press forward. And not just be saying, I don't want to have anything to do with love, because it's always a burden on me in some kind of way. But pressing forward, knowing that just what I have, what I want is out there for me. I just have to be able to see it, to know it, to feel it. And then I'll be able to manifest that relationship for me. But you have to open up yourself to it first. And that's kind of what they're saying here. Just opening yourself up to the idea that you could have, someone could have everything that you need. There could be someone there that you can plant roots with. There could be someone there that you connect with on a deep level that completes you in some kind of way. I think some of you get kind of lonely. I think that you get kind of in a place to where you're fine and you're stable, but there's something that you feel like is missing in your heart, you know, in your spirit. And it has to do with that companionship, I feel like, of another. But every time you think of it, all you think about is how there's always something that doesn't go right. And you're always the one that ends up in the seat, you know, of carrying everything here. Or always the one that ends up, you know, in the bad place. You know, you don't ever walk away from anybody, but people walk away from you. Or you do everything you possibly can, and it never works out in the way that you want it to. you have to get out of that mindset. If you're longing and you want something, you know, you have to get yourself out of that mindset of feeling like there's nothing out there for you, or being too kind of afraid to take that step to kind of look for that. Some of you, I do feel like, have someone here from your past that you feel still connected to in some kind of way. And maybe still kind of holding out for that person to come back around. That's only going to resonate for a couple of you. But look at this. Keeping up, the number 40. I feel like there's also an energy of time that's here. Like you feel like you're running out of time to find that person. It's something else that's kind of weighing on you. You're looking at so much of what you have to carry, and not really more what's going to lie ahead. What card do you have here for pile 2, please? Pile 2, what card do you have for pile 2? Pile 2. Okay, these are flapping and flying all over the place. Growing up, number 17. Number 17 is the star in tarot. It's Aquarius energy. Wanting to grow in experience, rejection of perpetual youth. There is this idea of time associated with this reading. So I don't know if you're someone that feels like you are aging to a point to where you feel like you're running out of time when it comes to being able to connect and you know, have that relationship or that deep relationship like you want. And that's not always the case. You can meet someone, you know, within 5 days. You could connect with them pretty intensely. It just depends on that person and how you feel about that person. But if you're always sitting in a place to where you're thinking about the negative nature of that, and not more of the chances of that happening being a positive thing or something that's good, that is realistic, like the star, being able to ground what it is that you actually want as far as a dream come true, not feeling like that's ever going to happen or that's a possibility, or you know, something from your past maybe really went south in a connection, and it was something that you thought was fine or going good or would be okay in some kind of way, and it's still kind of in your mental space when you think about the future. It's your blockage here that's keeping you from being able to grow in that experience and be able to continue forward and kind of realize that, you know, with time going by, even with that you as you're aging, if that's kind of your situation there, it only develops you into a better understanding of who you are. And if we know who we are, then we're able to pick the perfect person for ourselves. But we have to know who we are first. You know, you have to know what it is that you see in a person that you know you will like, you know you can put up with. you know you can be around, or you want, or whatever that is. You have to be able to kind of go within and say, yes, I know me, and I know that's not going to last very long, you know, or whatever it is. With that time that goes by, that's how you need to see it more and allow yourself to be, okay, this is purposeful, this time's useful. Time's always useful, it's valuable. Your time is so precious because it's constantly a clock that's going, you know. And if you're in this energy of isolation or time being to yourself, and there's that longing, it's there. Sometimes with that longing energy there, you know, that part of you is connected to your emotions, and it can really take control of everything else. And I think with you guys, maybe it's starting to take control of how you see relationships altogether, and that there's just nothing out there for you. So really what this reading, I think, is mostly set up on this growing up kind of energy, growing out of, you know, leaving things behind there, and growing out of that and moving forward. And all the fire energy that I'm seeing are this yellow or this orangey kind of energy, sacral kind of energy that's here. You have this fire is Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo energy. But Aries in particular is something that, because the Magician here, for me, it's something that is it's connected to self. So this is focused on yourself. It starts from within yourself of how to kind of be able to put out there and manifest what it is that you want. You have to know yourself. So they're wanting you to keep kind of going back to that, reverting back to that. Every time your mind starts to spin off, go back to self. Always. It doesn't matter what it is. Always go back to how you feel about it. Because whatever your heart is feeling, that feeling is connected to your head. This came out pile 1. That feeling is connected to your head space. It's to your mental space. So however you're feeling, those signals are being transmitted up there, you know, and you're trying to scatter all that. So sorry, guys. I actually looked up and my camera was full. Memory was full. So I was talking about self. I was talking about always going back to yourself when it comes to what it is that you want in a relationship, in a connection. Always go back to who it is that you are and what you really feel would be important to you. What's the value you would hold as far as a connection goes with someone else? What would you value in that person? There's an empty here that I want to fill with something. Let's use one of these. Why not? They're right here. Okay. So let's shuffle these real quick. And see what else I'm missing. Pile 2. Pile 2. It's pile 2's overall message. So we have the prophets and ancient seers, number 18, decisions and predicted guidance, and past life guides. Wow, guys, these are both the number 7, 18, and 7. 7 is about is a very divine number, but we have karmic lessons and present assistance. There's something to do with, look at that, up from the depths, number 6, release and difficulty. There could be someone here in your life or someone soon to come in here in your life, a past life guide, perhaps somebody that you have a past life with, if you believe in that. But someone that was part of a karmic lesson or part of someone that can help teach you about, someone that's here to assist you when it comes to some kind of karmic lesson that you've just experienced or went through, or if you're in this, look at this, how similar these two cards are looking. Decisions and predictive guidance. This is about you getting out of that anxious energy with that moon. This is about you making a decision to take some guidance here when it comes to, there's someone around you here that you could even look up to, or someone like that has predicted some kind of guidance, or someone that has tried to explain to you. There could be someone here in your life or someone that's coming into your life that can be someone that can help assist you to kind of come back into alignment when it comes to things that you want and need. This is someone that's here to help you to understand a karmic lesson that you've experienced or went through. And this could be someone, again, from a past life, soulmate energy that's here. Let's see what comes out in tarot. Taking that person's guidance or advice, or making a decision to kind of get past that moon kind of energy. And this is like getting something that you wanted, but then when you get it, you question it or you're unsure of it. And getting out of that moon energy is important here. So whether you've met this person right now, or you're with this person currently, or this is someone that you're going to be with, but this is about you getting out of this moon energy when that person does come along, learning that lesson and kind of taking kind of someone that can help assist you in getting back on track. Okay, there's a card that's already upright. The Hanged Man, seeing a different perspective. This person that's coming into your life, or is now, is someone that can help kind of change your perspective here and help give you some sort of guidance on how to get out of that mindset and move yourself forward. So we have the Ace of Wands in reverse and also the Seven of Swords in reverse. So you being able to, you know, be honest with yourself about what it is that you really want. And I think that, Paul, too, I think you may have been in a position to where you've been kind of telling yourself that you're okay where you are. And that you're okay with everything, or you're okay with you are. I'm getting this energy that you've kind of been lying to yourself to some aspect about what it is that you miss or what it is that you want. And it has to do with this Eight of Wands being in reverse. That's a lack of passion that's here. Hold on. There's something to do here with changing. This is Aries energy for me here, but this is about you not having that passion that we talked about up here, not having that drive, not having that desire to kind of to be who it is that you are, because it's not led you in the best situations, and you need to change your perspective about that. That's like the bottom line of this. Yeah, look at that, Magician. In order for you to be able to manifest what it is that you want. Now that's coming out in your reading because look at that, Six of Cups in reverse. This is about learning from the past when it comes to soulmates, when it comes to karmic lessons, when it comes to relationships. You gotta, this isn't about nostalgia like the Six of Cups normally is when it's upright. This is about you releasing that past and growing up, moving forward. And 6 is here, 17, 6 is here. Lots of sevens here, guys. Actually, 777 is actually right here. And that is actually that luck is on your side. You just keep doing what it is that you're doing. So if you've recently became in contact with someone here, a soulmate energy, that person is there to help assist you to be able to press forward and get yourself out of this more anxious energy that you've been in, or this energy of not feeling yourself, not feeling like this, not feeling like you can be yourself in a relationship or a connection is something that's here as well. So maybe you kind of hold back from who you really are because you feel like that's something that could drive others away in some kind of way, or that's something that has in the past. But not being who you are is not being what you want to manifest. It's being what everyone else wants you to manifest. That's why I said you have to go back to self. You have to grow into what it is that you want throughout those experiences that you've shared, that you've had with others, and learning from those and moving forward. You know, keep striving to a better direction, a better outcome every time. You know, not all of us are going to get a relationship on the first go and it's going to be the one we have forever and always, if that's what we want. But some of us are going to have, you know, go through just shit. Some of us are just going to go through so much shit. You know, I'm sorry, guys. That's the only way I can know how to say it. And it just sucks, you know, and it just drags you down. But you have to be able to not lose hope that those are just learning experiences that you've been through. And, you know, that there's always going to be someone that's there for us. But we just have to figure out who we are first. But you have to allow yourself to do that. And I think that there's someone here that's coming in that's going to help you with that. Why is the Hanged Man here? That Nine of Swords energy. This is someone that's going to get you out of this Nine of Swords. This is anxiety that I've been talking about here, guys. This is someone that's going to help get you out of this anxious energy. And I think that for some of you, you've already met this person. This person's trying to get you out of this energy, but you have to open up to this person in order for them to be able to help with that. So that you can be yourself again, you know. Why is the Ace of Wands here in reverse? Woo, flew right over there, didn't it? Look, another 7. You have 7 here already. I love the synchronicities. Numbers. So the 7 of Wands is that defensiveness. that we've been talking about, being too defensive, you know, when it comes to, especially when it comes to sharing a very deep kind of connection with someone, being kind of more on the defensive about things, standing guard, you know, making sure that you recognize everything that has said and done so that person can't hurt you. Not opening yourself up, but you're not being true to yourself either. So that person's only reflecting back to you, whoever it is that you're being right now, if you're not being yourself. So why is the 7 of Wands here? Or 6 of Pentacles. Yeah. It's like you are afraid of not being able to reciprocate in a relationship, or maybe you aren't in this relationship if you're in one. Afraid that, again, I'm going to go back to the camel, afraid that you're just giving too much in this relationship, or you're giving too much of yourself away in relationships, and that's something that you want to avoid, but it's keeping you without, you know, there's an idea around that where you don't want to just show all your cards anymore to someone. You just don't want to give someone everything in the beginning, you know, you don't, or even after, you just don't want to do it because there's a chance that it can always screws up, you know, there's always something that goes to shit. That's kind of this energy that keeps coming through, guys. I'm sorry. It's the way it's coming out. Why is the Magician here? The Emperor. There's that Aries energy again. The Emperor in reverse is someone that doesn't feel like they have the control that they need in order to be able to manifest what it is they want. It's almost like it's almost like you kind of, in a way, kind of know what you want, but you're not. When I say that, it's not it's not that you know what you want. It's like, it's more like, well, I know what I don't want. It's that kind of energy that I'm feeling, you know. There's a little bit of attitude behind that Emperor in reverse there. This is about you taking control of you know, of your own life and what you want and what you want it to look like and how you want it to be. You know, this is about that, but it's in reverse because it's a little distorted right now. There's a little bit of, I think there's just a little bit of, yeah, because of the 3 of Cups in reverse. There could have been a relationship that you were in that was a third party kind of relationship, or you saw it as that to some extent. And so you may be someone that's kind of isolating yourself, maybe trying to get over something like that. Why is that 3 of Cups here in reverse? Yeah, now you have the 9 of Pentacles with another 7. 7 of Cups in reverse. Crazy. And another 9 too as well. So now you don't know if there's a choice you can make or what choice, or you're overwhelmed by choices around you because none of them have everything that you want, you know? That's the way you're seeing things. Nobody has everything that I actually want. And now it's like I've been trying to trust my gut about relationships so much, or this is a past relationship here as well, that maybe you wish you would have trusted your gut there about that relationship. But this has to do with, you know, I trusted someone. It didn't work out. And so now it leaves you kind of anxious here. And this could have been just your past relationships, feeling like you just can't trust anybody. But it's left you in this anxious energy to where now you can't really, even if you have something in front of you, it looks and smells and feels like everything that you've ever wanted. You don't want to go over there and take it because that's happened to you before and it didn't go over very well. So now it's created like this blockage here for you when it comes to your love life, you know, where you can't fully open yourself up, or you don't feel like you can. There's someone here that's coming in, that's someone that's going to have to say be very extremely patient with you about working through this, and that's why they're kind of present in your life, is to assist you in that particular part. For some of you, this might not be a real romantic relationship. This could be someone else, but I'm feeling a romantic relationship for most. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. So you need to let go of this past. There's something you're holding on to here, and you need to let this go, whatever this is. This Seven of Cups here in reverse with this Nine of Pentacles in reverse is something that's keeping you from being able to really have what it is that you want, guys. And for some of you, this is a past person that you're holding on to. And every time you meet someone new, it's just like that past person comes up. They don't have, it just reminds you of the past person. It makes you miss the past person. And you just also, you look at this new person like they don't have everything that last person did that I wanted. It's just, again, something else that kind of brings up pain for you. But it's also a blockage, you know? And that's difficult. I mean, how do you get out of that mindset, you know? The world. You have to close this cycle out here that you have in front of you. You have to know that there's a lesson that needed to be learned there. Grow from the experience. That's exactly what they're saying right here with this Four of Pentacles and the Six of Cups in reverse. This Four of Pentacles is something that you need to release, and also letting those boundaries down, letting your guard down a little bit to allow someone else to show you a different way is something that's here. So tell me more about, can I have some more advice about that? The Two of Pentacles in reverse. You need to find the balance here when it comes to the process of what happened. And I know this sucks, but it's like the process of it's the only way to grow past it and move on so that you can open yourself up to happiness in the future for yourself. Otherwise, you're just going to stay stuck miserable, you know? It's the idea that you have to balance out the good and the bad in that relationship or in that past energy of the good experiences versus the bad ones. Find the equal balance of it is what it was, and that's what it will always be. And the world here is saying then you can close that cycle out completely, move forward past that karmic lesson, if that's what it was, and find balance so that you can open yourself up to something new. The Five of Pentacles, yeah, because you're in this lack energy, this lack mindset. It's here several times. Nine of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. This is about feeling left out in the cold and sitting on that, thinking about it. And the Queen of Wands is here in reverse. This could have been the Queen of Swords here in reverse. And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And the Four of Cups in reverse. There could have been in the Two of Cups. This is a relationship from your past that someone could have chose someone else, or they could have chose themselves or chose their own happiness here, and they were really cold towards you or really just cut you off really fast. It's created a lot of insecurities within you that you've just been sitting on and thinking about how this person has left you in the cold. This energy here is not good, guys. This whole thing. And you're probably saying, I know. I know. I need to get out of it. Tell me about how I get out of it. Because that's hard. It's a conscious choice to wake up every day and decide to think something different. It's a conscious choice that you have to make. Just like it's a conscious choice to get out of bed and remember to take your medicine in the morning. You know, oh, I need to take my medicine so I'm not, you know, whatever it is, the reason you're taking the medicine, so I need to take my medicine so I don't have that, you know, or nothing happens to me or whatever it is. It's a conscious choice to wake up every day, put your feet on the floor and say, I'm choosing to not think about this today. I'm choosing to see this in the best way possible and say, this was a horrible lesson that I had to learn, and I learned what I did, or I learned how I did. That is done. I have new and more things coming to me in the future, and at least now I know myself better. Now I know to listen to my gut. Now I know to listen to my intuition, or now I know what red flags to look for, or whatever that looks like for y'all. It's going to be a little different for everybody, the lesson that you learned. I'm going to actually use these, since we're not talking about a certain kind of person in y'all's reading, I'm going to use these cards to kind of see what you should be asking yourself here that would help for advice for pile 2. What should they ask themselves? Put away the computer. So if you've been kind of spying on someone else or kind of looking in on someone else, or you know, whatever that is, you need to kind of not quit doing that, because that's definitely not making things better for you. For others of you, this has to do with you kind of getting yourself off the computer, however that looks for you. Whether that's, you know, it's just you're working too much, and some of you are like, yeah, I'd love to work less. Can you make that happen? It's about you kind of enjoying those peaceful moments when you do have them to the fullest. So whatever that looks like for you, whatever downtime you have, and enjoying that downtime to its fullest, and being fulfilled in that moment, and seeing that moment as a precious present of time, you know, that God's Spirit universe is kind of giving you in that moment, and you can feel fulfilled in that moment. Even if this is someone that's in your life too, by the way, that's connected to you, that's something else there. In order to be able to not be on the defensive and allow yourself to open up a little bit, you have to, and strengthen a new relationship, you have to be able to put in some time to see how you feel, just to see how it kind of goes. You let me down. See, this is this energy of you holding on to someone here that you feel like has let you down in the past. And this could just be, you know, relationships in particular. It's just not any in particular relationship, it's just relationships. I'm so attracted to you. Obstacles and friendship. You may, for some of you may be finding it difficult to find someone that you connect with on this same level that you connected with this past person, because you had this friendship plus you were so attracted to this person. It was like a mixture of things that you haven't felt before, so maybe that makes it difficult. For others of you, this is a friend that you were so attracted to you, and you're still in a friendship with this person, and the obstacle here is that you are still attracted to that person, but this obstacles here, this unhealed wounds or blocking forward movement, is about you not being able to, for some of you, even have that bond that you're looking for, that friendship that you're looking for, because you still have unhealed areas in your life of holding on to something in the past that was a letdown. And you're not focusing on trying to, it's not like you, when anxiety and things come up, you just put your mind on something else instead of, and not in a healthy way. Instead of telling yourself whatever lesson was learned there and thinking about that and then releasing that thought, you just block that thought out altogether. And those are just going to keep building until you address it, you know? And it may come out in a not a good way, you know, when we hold all that stuff in, all that's toxic, you know, for our brain. And think of it like a room. You know, if you keep adding stuff into the room and just shutting the door and shutting the door, pretty soon that door is going to get to where it don't shut anymore, and all that stuff's going to come flying out. And it could come in emotionally in a way that you don't want it to. I wish that things could be different. I don't really know you. And this is about yourself. You know, this is about yourself. But I think that you feel this way in relationships. No matter what relationship or how good the relationship seems, it's like you don't fully know that person. It's because you won't allow yourself to fully know that person. You're not allowing yourself to be yourself. So they're only showing you what you're showing them, which is not who you really are, because you don't have you're in a locked steel cage. You know, your personality is not, they may be only getting to see like 30% of you. They don't get that other 70. Okay. And I wish that things could be different. It's about, and I think sometimes you wish you could open yourself up more, but you just don't feel like you can. And some of you may not be completely ready, but you have to at least have that conscious mindset to every day kind of help yourself by, you know, being aware of your thoughts and what they're doing to you emotionally. Knowing that when to, revert your thoughts or change your thoughts. I wish you would come back. This is this past relationship. This is something that you stay focused on, because I think this person was someone that you might have been very attracted to this person. You might have had that really close kind of connection with this person. And that's every time, again, like I said before, I forgive you just fell on the floor, which makes me feel like this is, whatever this person you feel like's done to you is something that you will never forgive. That's not going to resonate for everybody, but I mean, it just fell on the floor, so that's kind of crazy. But you may also think about, for some of you, if this person was to come back, would you be able to forgive this person for what they've done? Because you are so attracted to them. That's something that you think about. And I think that that's hurting you, because it's keeping you stuck. Can I have any more? That's the unhealed wound that's keeping you stuck there. Yeah. You've learned the spiritual lesson. This is the obstacle. I mean, this is where you're sitting at. Knowing that, facing that this may have been, and it might, for some of you, it might not always be. Who knows, this person may come back. Who knows? We don't know. Nobody knows. We don't even know if we're going to be here tomorrow. For sure. I mean, you know. So, right now, you have to focus on this time that you're given in this moment in time, and what can you do with that time? And who's around you at this time? Who can benefit from your time? Who can you benefit with from your time? You know, it's like you have to see things in that way in order to keep moving forward and heal yourself from this past energy, and look at that as, well, that was a lesson that I experienced in my life. And if I don't know the reason for it yet, I will. Eventually, I will know. It will come together when lessons don't come when we want them to come. They come when we're ready. The understanding of the lesson also comes when we are ready. You're not going to see something if you're not ready. You could think about it and think about it and think about it and never figure out what lesson you learned here until you're ready to see it. You're not going to see it. So you have to, the only thing you can do is move forward. I left when I saw you as someone. This is this past energy. This is the thing here. This other person could have someone else. I don't know what comes next, and this is a fear here, guys. And then take it slow. Take time to get to know each other. With this new person, if there's someone new here or someone that's coming, and I do feel like there is for some of you, that if you haven't met someone yet, I feel like you will soon. Go slow. Take time to get to know that person. I left when I saw you as someone in the world here is with friendship. This is someone from your past. I feel like you still are, I don't know if you're spying on this person or whatever this is, but trying to figure things, what they're doing or whatever that's going on there. You need to stop doing that, because like I said, it's not helping you. I think you're aware of that though, but you have to make that conscious choice not to do that, because it is only hurting you. And it could be that you saw this person with someone else, or you feel like this person's with someone else, and that's something that you need to let go of and release for yourself. I don't know why I picked these up, but let's just see what comes out. I was actually going to get some eyes in, but what is it? Angel, I hope I say this right, guys. Razel, is that right? Wisdom, inspiration, and Akasha records. This is the number 10. This is about, again, it ties into some of these other cards behind these oracle cards here. With this is part of kind of something that you needed to experience, and this cycle is over, and you need to move forward to something new at this moment in time. You know, even if this person was to come back, you're not in energy to allow that anyways, but neither one of you are in a place for that to happen. This is about using the wisdom and the knowledge that you now have as an inspiration, and not that experience being something that's holding you back, but as something that's an inspiration. You know, now you know, and you can push forward with this new knowing, this new lesson, this new understanding of things. And you don't have to rush into anything, you know, just take your time here. Have a friendship, get to know somebody, see how it goes. What else? Future stress. That might stress you out, and that's why they're saying to go slow. The situation's causing stress and anxiety. Yeah, this is what you need to let go of here. What about future energies here? I'm going to shuffle this one more time. Whatever you're holding on to with this past person is the only thing that it's causing you is stress and anxieties. So you need to let go of that. What is future energies here for pile 2? Future energies for pile 2. Transformation. Yep. A huge breakthrough is happening soon. So something soon is going to help you to transform here. What else? Deception. Things are not as they seem. Watch out for dishonesty. I don't want to scare y'all with this deception. This deception card, I feel like you're going to have finally break through you not being able to trust in a situation. So if you're currently with someone or someone's coming in, whatever is going on in that connection, if it's something that you feel, you know, this is your blockage here, this deception. So I feel like that's what's going to be transforming. I think that you're going to get past this feeling like someone's trying to deceive you in some kind of way. And the stress that's behind all that. Yeah, is the key. Yep. That's key to being able to move past the obstacle here and move forward. And towards a soulmate. Yeah, exactly. Romance, family. All this stuff is here. Express, hope, wisdom, friend. All this stuff is here. But it's on top of this soulmate, and it's not going to come with you. It's not going to be with you unless you're allowing yourself to be open to this. This person can't assist you in life in this new lesson in whatever way about romance and family and how to express yourself and having hope. This person can't be there until, you know, you are the key. You are the one that's going to transform that deception, to release that guard down and allow someone to come in. We can have soulmates come into our lives all the time, like all the time. But if we're not, you could have your perfect person show up at your door tomorrow. But if you're not open to it because you're holding on to something from the past, what's the point in manifesting that? You know, what's the point in even wanting it? Because if you're just passing it by, what do I want to get? I don't even know what I'm grabbing for, guys. What do I want? Let's get some Divine Goddess Oracles. I want to see what else would come up with this. And then we'll read your card here, the camel, see what it says. And then we'll get some key cards and some initials, okay? Advice for pile 2, please. Advice for pile 2. Okay. Creativity. Have fun and express yourself in new ways. Yeah, and manifestation again. Guys, come on. Don't manifest under a false illusion, okay? Manifest what you really desire here. What do I mean by that? This transformation, what's going to help you transform is if you have a soulmate here that you can connect with, it's going to bring out a little fun in you, friendship. It's going to bring out your true self where you're not guarded. You're just having fun. That is like a diamond here for you. Really. That is like a guardian angel here for you that can help you to find yourself again, to be yourself again. And this can come in the way of new ways, things that you haven't experienced before. With this person's going to help show you these new ways of experiencing things. It's going to help you to find yourself again, which will bring peace into your life. This manifestation, again, laws of attraction, guys. Thoughts become things. Be careful about what it is that you're believing in and you're telling yourself, because whatever you're telling yourself is going to be true to you, right? So be careful of those thoughts. Pay attention, they say. Pay attention to those thoughts. That's what's key here, okay? Look for the signs from the divine. Acknowledge the red flags is something else that's here. You could be getting messages from the divine, but if you're cluttered up, and this is kind of that soulmate energy as well, if you haven't come to this person yet. If you're cluttered up with all these, let go of the old items, create that new sacred space for yourself, then you're not going to be able to see the flags. You're not going to be able to see the signs that Spirit's kind of sending you, that this is someone that's meant to be. You're not going to be able to see that person and see them for who they truly are, because you're going to be thinking about what it is that they're going to do to you, or how they're going to hurt you, or whatever that is, and you're not allowing yourself to be in the experience. You have to let go of the old thoughts and the old items from the past relationships, in order to be able to be in this experience. Where did the name of the book? Okay. Let's see here. Camel. The camel is page 23. Okay. Journey, oasis, and reserve. Okay. In the hot desert, the camel treads across the sand underneath the beaming sun, a searing landscape that only the toughest can handle. The camel guides you to find your own inner oasis. Regardless of the climate of the current situation, find your happy place and retreat in whatever you need space to restore and restock your reserves. This doesn't have to be a physical spot. It can also be a stillness in the mind. The camel is able to travel long distances, carry the weight of hopes, promises, and treasures from faraway lands. Sorry guys, I had to pause for a second. Summon the camel to help you with your own pilgrimage, journeying from one land to another and bringing the depths of your own identity into a new world. Guys, the camel reminds you that you can handle the tough terrain and can off-road burdens that are weighing you down. You are in it for the long haul, which you are more than ready for. So yeah, I mean, come on. That's what I'm saying. Especially the part about your identity into a new world. Bringing your identity into a new world. This world is here. This is this transformation that you need to go into. That will help you to be able to strive forward and get out of this Five of Pentacles, this lack energy that you're in. Wake up every day and tell yourself at least 5 things that you're thankful for. As soon as you wake up, what are the 5 things I'm most thankful for today? Start with waking up. That's one of them. Okay, let's see. Soften and open. Yeah, I soften and open up here. Perfect. This is someone that you're meeting, or someone that you're already in a connection with. This is someone that is perfect for you at this moment in time. You just have to, and will show you grace and a lot of patience, I feel like. Yeah, and growth. Have patience with yourself too. Look, let go of the story. Let go of that old story. Let those burdens go, like the camel. Let them go. Get support if you need it. If you need help getting through whatever that is, find a counselor, find a therapist, a life coach, somebody to be able to help you to kind of strive forward, whether even a friend, and we saw that there, with, what is it called? Past life guides, and then friendship right here. Somebody that can help connect you back to yourself, or help work through that stress and that anxiety that's there. It can be very debilitating, depending on the type of anxiety that you're having. So it's just, any kind, really. A therapist can help you through those thoughts. They'll help you to understand how to connect your emotional self with your thoughts and find that balance that you're really looking for. To empower yourself here, yeah, and be honest, guys, come on. We talked about this, being honest with yourself, being honest with who you are, being honest that you're not being honest with who you are, Whew, okay, initials. You'll wear me out in this reading. So we have number 2 here, which is about making decisions, about partnerships, guys, about connections, finding balance as well. We have C, R, K, T O V. I think a lot of the times you're afraid that you won't be victorious, so you don't want to put in effort if it's not going to work out. And that's, again, that past energy. You've got to let go of that old story. It's really keeping you from being able to feel fulfilled in your life. It could keep you from being able to have certain goals in your life and pursue those goals. It can hold you back in a lot of more ways than just a relationship. VQO, or 0 with the Fool, taking that leap. Or 20, which is judgment in tarot. So again, that awakening, you need to have this awakening within yourself. SUAC. Then you have REASND. Yeah, look at that. Read. You can read the room. You can read the reads. May have something to do with reading. KTO is here too. Something to do with reading, or something you need to read. Or reading could even help you. If you don't want to talk to anybody, even reading something that's empowering, that's going to empower you in some kind of way. Something else is there. When you get into a relationship, you should be able to read that other person and not just already have an impression with that person. Just give them a clean slate. You know what I mean? Don't put anything on them that's just your stress or your illusions. We have fan that out. Fans. Read the fans. Q. Okay. I'm going to hold this up so y'all can see them. It's a pretty long reading here. So I hope you enjoyed it. Guys, I hope this resonates. I hope this definitely helps you guys to move forward. Good luck to you guys. And thanks for being here. Thanks for all your love and all your support and kindness. And don't forget to go vote on my community page for the top 3 decks that I'm going to put in my 5-day giveaway. And thanks, guys. And I hope to see you guys soon. Bye. Hey, pile 3. So if you chose the Wandering Star Tarot, I'm really excited to give this away. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure this is probably going to win. At least the top 3 here on my vote to give away. So I'm really excited about it. I love this deck. Okay, so pile 3. We're going to start with the other deck that I'm giving away here. This is the Cosmic Creatures deck. And these are kind of oracles with spirit animals on them. And then you can look them up in the book and they'll give you a whole message about them. But I'm not going to read the message. I'm going to just get the animal spirit out first, and then we'll go back and read the message at the end, okay? So we want to know your love. What's your love message from spirit here? So what is your love situation? Where are you at? Whatever spirit's wanting to bring forward that you need to kind of be aware of. So what's the overall message here for pile 3? What animal are they? What spirit animal are they? All 3. You are the pig. So I always think of Wilbur when I see the pig, because obviously my kids, I have little ones, so of course I do. So you could be someone right now that is kind of in a very playful kind of energy, or wanting to be. Wherever you are, whether you're with somebody or not. We'll get more cards to kind of get into more detail here about your situation itself, but this is more of your energy I want to focus on. This pink color is representing that playfulness, that feminine kind of energy. It's also about the more in a playful emotional space, but it's also about nurturing yourself, being able to nurture yourself. And you notice he's in the hay here, so there's a comfortability that you're sitting in within yourself. So you're someone that you just feel real comfortable with who you are. You feel comfortable with yourself, and you're playful with yourself. You're not too hard on yourself. You're in this kind of space to where it's almost like you have this new realization that you just are who you are. And there's comfort that I'm feeling there. I don't know why I'm getting that with this, but it's just like there's comfort that's there. With Wilbur, like what I was wanting to say, is Wilbur didn't always feel a certain kind of way. He always felt like he was kind of left out in the cold to some extent, in that kind of a way. But he realized that, he was a fantastic pig. But other people, his friends, his guides, people around him kind of helped him to become this other thing. So you may feel like you've had a lot of inspiration. You've had a lot of relationships that have, maybe you've gone through some ups and downs in those relationships, but they always seem to be something where you feel like you come out on top, or you feel like you're in a position to where you feel more secure in who you are because of those relationships, like you've learned it through those experiences. Interesting. Okay, so let's get some Awakened Soul Oracles to tell more here. You may be kind of sitting in a place where you're not knowing which direction to really take. Okay, well, I guess we'll take those that flew out when I said that. Mantra and surrender. Yeah, it's like you're in this place right here, guys. You're in this peaceful place right here. The whale is representing that nurturement again for me. It's like you're in sync with your own spirit. You're in sync with who you are. This mantra that's here, it says, I am smart, I am free, I am seen, I am safe, I am loved, I am powerful. And this goes back to Wilbur. That's what he says. I am a wonderful pig. I am an amazing pig. I am all these crazy words, right, that Charlotte kind of puts up there in the web. It's like, that's what you're doing kind of mentally too with the mantra in your mind space, like a web. You're kind of creating all these mantras within to kind of help you maintain a certain balance within yourself, an understanding within yourself. You're in the surrender stage with self, about surrendering to what you have become and what you've had experience in life. And pertaining to love as well, you're kind of surrendering over to what it is in love. For some of you, this is a special message here that you've maybe been wanting to connect or have a family so that you can have kids. Maybe this is something that you're desperately wanting, is that longing space of wanting children. And for those of you that's the case, there's another message that just came through. Listen, for those of you that's the case, that that's you and that's what you're wanting, it's like you've surrendered to that knowing, or you've surrendered to that fact that it's just meant to happen the way it's going to happen, and you're trying to maintain that thought process so that you can get your own self into a calmer place and allowing things to unfold and trusting. For others of you, this is about, I kind of hesitate to say this for a minute. I don't know why. You may be releasing someone that you may be kind of having to release a child that has outgrown you in some kind of way. Like, they're going off to college, or they're moving out, or there's a separative kind of energy that I'm feeling here with still having to surrender that, not having any control over that anymore, and knowing that that's coming is something that you think about. And trying to maintain this peaceful state. For some of you, this could be in a relationship that you're having to kind of find surrender. I keep hearing the word sanctuary too for some reason. Sanctuary. So finding your peace within is real important here. Let's get one of these cards. These are the Alice in Wonderland oracles. For some of you, you are connecting with someone that you feel at peace with. Connecting with this person. 2 cards again, guys. 2's y'all's number. Which is about balance and partnerships, just so you know. Okay, so we have number 6, choices, feeling blocked and restrained. And number 45, such a curious dream, grounding reality, returning to reality and coming home. There could be a place where you are sitting in this. You may be feeling blocked from being able to really access the dream that you want, something that you want to manifest for yourself, and how to ground that into reality. Are not feeling like what it is ultimately that you really want when it comes to love, and it could be someone in particular. Not being able to actually have that is something that you're having to kind of bring yourself back to home, back to reality, because you feel blocked with being able to make any kind of choice in that situation. You know, 6 is the number of lovers. It's also about healing and harmony and peace. And I think what's going on here is you're trying to bring yourself back to peace with the situation. Could be for some of you with the situation that you're in with someone else. Partnership that you're in with someone else. Trying to surrender this connection over is here. Being blocked from or being restrained from that person in some sort of way. This person, for some of you, could have actually blocked you. And it was, you still dream about this person, or you still think about this person, and you're having a hard time being stable because of that. And you're wanting that to kind of change, that to be something that, I feel like you know that's something that's going to eventually change though, or you're trying to tell yourself that with mantra. It's not always going to be this way, and you can bring yourself out of this and ground yourself. There's periods where you go where you don't dream at all. You know, there's periods where you don't think about this person sometimes at all. But having to kind of bring yourself back is something that's here, back to reality. Making that choice to almost, for some of you, restrict yourself from dreaming about an idea with this person. For some of you, if you're connected with someone, I know I'm getting a lot of different scenarios here, guys, but stick with me. If you're connecting with someone right now, then you are in the place to where you are almost kind of purposely kind of blocking yourself off from making a choice with this person, because you do feel like that it is just a dream here. It's not something that that can unfold in reality, or and you have to keep bringing yourself back out of this. You may keep telling yourself every time that you get blocked by this person, or you have hope with this person, that something's going to progress or move forward here, or something to this nature, that there could be some kind of foundation there, or change is going to take place here with 4 to 5. And then time comes and the choice isn't made, or something doesn't happen, or you feel restricted, or this person blocks you in some kind of way. And that keeps coming up in a way that you've kind of felt like you have to maintain this surrender and faith that everything's just going the way that it's meant to, and that things will progress moving forward. For some of you, that's the case. Let's get tarot. 9 of Cups in reverse. This is a wish fulfillment that you feel like it's not unfolding in your favor. This is not getting your wish fulfillment. That's such a curious dream and choices that's here as well. Maybe you feel like you really, for some of you, you just don't have a choice. And you have to keep kind of taking yourself back. I don't know why. This Page of Cups, for some reason, it gives me this big energy, because it's such a playful kind of energy, right? When it comes to your emotions, it's like that flirtatious kind of energy, right when you first get to know someone and you're flirting with them, or you're having that spark of chemistry that's there. But almost feeling limited to that is something that's here. There's an internal battle that's... Sorry, guys, I had something pop up on my phone. There's an internal battle that you're going through where you keep having to realign your thoughts and surrender over expectations too in some kind of way. Yeah, the Three of Swords in reverse. This is about healing, guys. This is about forgiveness and healing and the sun, and remaining in this sun energy. Clarity, remaining in this energy of life, you know, joy, and try to remain positive here is something that's here. What else for Pearl? The Devil, yeah, look at that. She's wearing the same color, and all the snakes around her, like all the beads are around her. It's you sitting in this fear, in this shadow side, this obsession, this desire that you have of what it is that you want, especially if you're connected to someone, and having to kind of stay positive about that and not letting this kind of be obsessive, not letting this kind of control you in any kind of way. It's just surrendering over to whatever's meant to be. For some of you, this keeps coming up, and I'm real hesitant to say this, to be honest with you, but for some of you, this goes back to you wanting a child to some extent. Not getting too obsessive about being with someone because of that. You know, feeling like the hurry or need to kind of find that person so that you can have a child is something that you have to kind of, you're trying to stay away from, or you should stay away from, because you're needing to focus on the person and not just what it is that you want. That's only going to resonate for a few of you, okay? But for others of you, this is almost like an idea around, there's a child energy here, guys. I can't see past it. What are you trying to tell me about that? Well, let's just see what's in my hand first. The Page of Wands in reverse with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is to me another child here, releasing a child or having a... What is this about? It keeps coming in my mind. Hold on just a minute. Let me pull. See if something else will come out. Oh, help me. These are the love story oracles. Is there anything else that you can show me about this surrender, this child energy I keep feeling? What is this about? Can you help me out here? What am I missing? What am I missing? Freedom. Freedom to have a child. Freedom from a child. This goes back to both scenarios here. Someone leaving the nest or being free from a parent even. This is about, it's not good news. You know, this is about, you may be afraid of, some of you could be looking at a pregnancy here. And that not being good news for you, and having to surrender this kind of over in some kind of way. Guys, for some of you, I am getting this message that there could have been a possible, it could be possible that you either can't have kids or you've lost a pregnancy. And I feel that here because this is the number 16, which is Tower in Tarot. And it's about having, you know, that freedom energy. Someone here, spirit was left, you know, out of the cage. And then the Page of Wands not being good news. That is somebody's message that's here. But for some of you, it could just be that you don't feel like you can have children. Or that's just a dream for you, especially if you're connected to someone. And that's a thought that you need to release. That's something that you have to let go of. That's something that you have to, it's a dream that you have to kind of let go of is what I'm feeling. And it's in the middle of everything else that's here. For some of you, it's just though you can't provide what it is that you would want to provide to a connection. There is definitely having to surrender that over in some sort of way that's here. This is a card of freedom as well, okay? The Four of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to keep going. I don't want to get stuck on that too long. Tell me about the Three of Swords here in reverse. Three of Wands. I think you're sitting in a place to where you're kind of, it's like you're looking out for sorrow. You're looking out for heartbreak. And you're having to kind of maintain pain. It's like you feel like you will get through this experience over time. You feel like time is going to help you to be able to get through this. All these different kinds of emotions that come up, this devil energy. It's like you keep trying to revert your mind space back to the sun. Some of you, it's just like you're trying to see something in more of a fortunate view instead of a lack view. Three of Pentacles, all these threes here, guys. This is you're committing. You are committing to yourself. I mean, this is about you committing to finding the happiness and the joy in life. Why is the devil here? I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of them out. The Hanged Man, a lot of major arcana, which is another number 3 because it's the number 12. About the Page of Wands in reverse. The Two of Cups in reverse. You're having to let go of something here. Why is the Mother Star, which is a special card in this deck? It also says yes on it. Which to me I see as kind of like the star energy plus like the Magicians, like manifesting what it is that you want, a wish come true, manifesting freedom. This goes back to a dream, you know, that I was thinking about earlier. You have the Seven of Wands in reverse at the bottom, which is again, yeah, and the Four of Wands in reverse, the Seven of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords. There's a really anxious energy that's here of not being able to progress or move forward with, you know, with an emotional balance, not knowing kind of what choice to make. Bring you back to choices with number 6 here. Not knowing what kind of choice to make because you're sitting on something that you feel like is a dream that you can't actually obtain in some sort of way. And it has to do with this Four of Wands. This harmony, this coming together, this union here. In reverses, there's a lack of that. It's not going to come together. It's something that's not coming together in the way that you've wanted it to. And because of that, you're sitting in this Seven of Wands where you're saying, I'm letting my guard down. I'm having freedom from this. I'm surrendering this situation over. That whoever this King of Cups, you know, kind of energy is here, that and this union energy here will move forward in the way that it's meant to move forward. And this again, I want to go back to the scenario about you feeling blocked. I know I got trapped in this kind of energy for a while, guys. It took me a minute to come out of it because there was like 3 different kinds of scenarios that are played into that and how everybody was kind of feeling different situations as far as kids and having kids and wanting kids or already having kids or wanting kids with this person. It's a blockage. It's something that comes up in this connection, and it makes you out of balance. You have to keep reconnecting these pieces that it's just going to unfold the way that it's meant to unfold. There's an idea, though, that you keep coming back to of this being a disconnection or feeling blocked from a partnership because you can't offer something or bring something. You may be currently, for some of you, I am getting this kind of energy that if you're currently connecting with someone and You feel like that person sees you as someone that can't really provide certain things that they want in their life. Could be kids, you know, that keeps coming up. Or may not have the amount of freedom that they want. You may not have everything that you cannot provide everything that they want. And that might be something that you feel like is that blockage, and they can't choose you because of that, or you're restricted from them because of that, being that you can't be this person's wish come true because you can't give them everything it is that they want in a partnership, is the way that you're kind of seeing things. And this is a surrender energy for me again. You freeing yourself and allowing yourself to say whatever it is, it's just going to be what it is. And trying to commit to being positive, trying to commit to your own growth, and seeing, you know, the future as more of, it's going to be the future of a learning experience, and not trying to be solely focused on waiting or expecting anything out of this. It's like you're trying to stay in this current energy. You're trying to see this other person too as someone that could be a teacher. With this card here, it does say teaching on it with the Three of Pentacles, working with this person, because it could be someone that's helping you, teaching you in some kind of way. You have all these threes here. You have three that's here, which is about, you know, you, again, that mind, body, and spirit, and reconnecting those, coming back to those constantly, not neglecting anything. That's the mantra here that we talked about. That's the pig, Wilbur, that we talked about. Constantly reminding yourself of who you are is something that's definitely here. This devil with the Hanged Man here is you getting a different perspective over shadows, over obsessiveness, over fears, over your desires. You're seeing things in kind of a different kind of way, or trying to, so that you can kind of keep moving forward. This is a constant, you constantly having to refocus your mind just over and over, trying to stay out of this devil energy, this negative energy. It's like every time you get faced with the devil, you say, okay, devil, I'm going to hang on the tree and see if I can see things in a different perspective, and reflect on this for a little while so I can change this devil energy into something else. But this is where you get stuck here, you know, is really this is it. I think you're recognizing, if this is someone you're connecting with currently, how this is an endless cycle of healing with this person. Constantly, you're going to have to keep kind of healing. Even if you're disconnected with this person, if this person keeps kind of blocking you out. This is a relationship where you're saying constantly, I'm always having to heal something that happened here between the two of us. And then you get into this mindset of you not being what this person needs or wants in a partnership, and having to let that go. Not having to have any expectations on it. Let's see what we can get from these cards. I've been using these not just for message cards, but also just advice overall. Can you give me some advice for pile 3? Put away the computer. That's the first card that came out in pile 2. And you let me down. That was the second card that came out in pile 2. I'm going to put those back. I'm going to shuffle this again. But I mean, that could be relevant for the two of you as well. Or for you as well. Because it's like, put away the computer is... Didn't I shuffle? Anyway, put the computer away is you not making sure that you're not constantly in that mindset of this person's energy, and more make sure that you come back to yourself, and you're not constantly thinking about this person too much, or you're not doing readings about this person too much, or you're not, you know, whatever that is about this person more than you're doing for yourself. It's a constant battle, like making sure that you're not in that space is something that's here. And for some of you, that could have to do with a kid leaving home. Constantly thinking about that kid instead of thinking about yourself is something that you need to be more focused on, because you need to allow that person to let kind of free, you know, and let them explore and have their own life there. Okay. Special message for somebody. What advice do you have for pile 3? And that "you let me down" that we saw could be this blockage for some of you. I couldn't let you get close to me. I'm so attracted to you. I don't really know you. So there could be this someone here that you're connecting with. For some of you, this is just yourself. Still getting to know yourself. Still getting to know your shadow side too is something that's here. But if this is someone that you've reconnected with, you kind of are in this space to where you don't fully want this person to get too close to you, or you're trying to maintain this balance within so that you don't get attached, because you are so attracted to this person. So you're constantly trying to tell yourself that you don't know this person, or you don't know what this person wants, or you don't know what this person's wanting with you, or whatever that is, so that you don't get hurt again. It's like that internal battle, guys. That's just all this is. I miss being with you. You didn't imagine it, and I want you so badly. This is someone that you're really longing for, you think about a lot, guys. And this is something that you didn't imagine. See this dream energy, you keep having to bring yourself back to reality when it comes to this dream that you have with this person that you want so badly, that you wish that you could have. But you tell yourself, you know, in a way, you don't really even know this person. Maybe you're just, this is your intuition's here. And I miss seeing you. I miss being with you, and I miss seeing you. You really are longing for this person. But intuitively, you already know the answers that you seek. You don't really know this person. You don't really fully know this person completely and what it is that they want, maybe, or what it is that what they want with you in the connection, if they want a connection, or what is it they want in their lives, you know? So you kind of keep telling yourself, okay, remember, you don't even know what this person wants. You don't even know what this person's, if they're attracted to you, or you don't even know what this person's doing or where they're at in their life. And you need to stay focused on yourself. And this is something that you keep kind of telling yourself over and over, but it's hard because you have this dream, you know, with this person. And this energy of you wanting to feel fulfilled. Okay, let's see if future energies will come out with the eyes in. Future energies for pile 3. Well, sexual unions here. Not surprised that came out. It's been coming out in my readings a lot. It must be the cold weather. I don't know. December is up on us. Today's December the 1st, so there you go. Season, it's the season, I guess. I don't know. Sexual union is strong, passionate, physical connection with someone. This is, I want you so badly. I miss being with you. I miss seeing you, and I'm so attracted to you guys. Yeah, this is future energies here. So this is a possibility that you could have this. And look at this, isolation. Now, it was in reverse, so this could be somebody that you've been in isolation with, that you're coming out of isolation with. Or it could be someone that you are needing isolation with. I don't know, because, I mean, that's just something that I got there. Wanting to be, yeah, definitely. Wanting isolation with this person is something that's definitely here with all this I miss you energy and wanting you energy. But uncertainty is here, yeah. Not knowing what this other person wants is something that's a big part of this. So it's almost like you have sexual union here, this strong connection, and then you have isolation. So being blocked in a dream, it's like you're experiencing a dream and then isolation, a dream and then isolation. There's a confusion and uncertainty that's here. A true romantic connection is uncertain. Is unclear. A deeper understanding is required. This is what you're telling yourself. This is your whole overall energy, is trying to go back to balance, trying to go back to giving yourself mantras, who you are, that you are love, that you are this, that you are that, you know, that you are a certain way, having to constantly remotivate yourself. You may be associating yourself with someone that is really restricted from you in some kind of way, or really blocking you in some kind of way, that's kind of pulled back. In this future energy, you could have union with this person, and then you could go back into isolation, which will cause, again, more uncertainty about this connection and what this connection is. You have letter at the bottom of the deck, and wheel of luck and hope, with patience and make the effort, with balance. There's the balance. And express. When things come into balance, I feel like if you're connecting with someone here, you know, great love is worth putting in time and effort. The effort and patience that you have into this, and remaining hopeful, which is something that you're doing. You know, luck is on your side here. And communication. There may be some sort of communication that comes out of this if you just kind of keep going in the same energy and listening to your own intuition here. I would never tell anybody to wait on anyone else. I wouldn't wait on this person. You know, I wouldn't just constantly be waiting on this person. It's always about you listening to your own inner guidance there, guys. Can I have another card for pile 3 overall? One more. Archangel Zadkiel? Archangel Zadkiel. How do you say that? Self-acceptance, compassion, and forgiveness. Number 21 is the World in Tarot. So the cycle here has to do with you having self-acceptance, and this is what you're already in. You've already in this energy. You're surrendering to this energy here. But having compassion and forgiveness, I think, for the situation that you're in currently, and possibly with this other person, if they are someone here that you feel the need to constantly have he's holding 3 yellow roses, which are a sign of friendship. And that's the only card here that we didn't have the 3s of, is the 3 of Cups. So maybe maintaining some sort of friendship is something that's here. It's something that's either the cycle will close out in this way, or have a new beginning in that kind of way. Maintaining this playful energy within is something that's definitely here when it comes to having self-acceptance, you know? Maintaining that playful kind of energy within is like almost like what it's saying for me here. It's like it's key to being fulfilled or having a dream that it is that you want. Can I have some more here? Advice for pile 3. More advice here for pile 3. Fear. Overcoming those obstacles. Twin flame. Knew that was coming. Had a feeling. Sacrifice. Giving up something now for a future rewards at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Lots of cards came out. Past life connections. Someone with heavy influence from your past. This is someone from your past here, guys, for most of you. This is someone that, if not from your past, this is someone that you feel just a very strong connection here with. It's here, well, 3 times, really. You have fear, so expecting the worst. This is what you're trying to get over. Putting expectations on a connection is something I think that you're really trying to not have. You're wanting freedom and surrender this connection over when it comes to these obstacles that you have. And we talked about some of those. For some of y'all, you may just feel like you can't offer this person everything it is that they want, or you may not be whatever it is that they want. And that's an obstacle for you because it always puts you back into a heavy mindset. So there you go again, having to straighten that out. And that in itself is kind of an obstacle there. This is a spiritual connection between you and your twin flame. This could be like that connection for you guys, but this is just about, you being able to recognize that devil that's there and that hangman, and seeing a new perspective over your shadow sides is something that's came out into this reading, and having to kind of go back to yourself every time. Self-acceptance for who you are, and showing yourself compassion, forgiving yourself too for any kind of obstacles that you may even bring to this connection or that you feel in this connection. Sometimes it's more so, well, it always is, because we're always in control of our own mindset, really, until our fear gets a hold of us. And that's what you're trying to avoid, because you don't want to waste time on negative thoughts. This is a lesson here that you're learning in this connection overall, is how to get past that energy. See the negativity in a different perspective. Has to do with this twin flame connection. You know, that spiritual connection is seeing someone as being a reflection upon you. So if you're acting a certain sort of way, kind of not blaming that person or looking at it in that person's, not saying they didn't do anything wrong, just looking at yourself first and saying, where is it that I can fix my mindset here? So I don't have to sit in this sad energy like Wilbur. And I can be a wonderful pig, you know? Spread your wings. Confidence that leads to freedom and growth. More about freedom, guys. Spreading your wings. This is how you spread your wings, is kind of go back to yourself and who you are. Listening to your intuition. You know, in isolation, in those times of stillness, that's where the deep soul searching goes. That's where you start to think about storylines within past experiences. Instead of using those and playing into the fear of them, balance those out with the confidence that you now have because of that. That you can grow past that. You can change that. You can control your mindset moving forward. You don't have to let this other person get to you and put you in this way to where if they're not choosing you, you know, and you're feeling blocked and restrained. Hope that made sense. Declutter that. Let go of those old items, and strength is here as well. Perseverance and self-discovery, self-acceptance. This is about you coming back to self. Let go of those old items and create a new safer space for yourself is about you coming back to who you are. And again, those mantras, you know, telling yourself, you're good enough. I think that for some of you, you think about this person and you think if they've left you or blocked you, or if they're just not choosing you, or whatever that is, it really pushes on your self-worth. And I feel like, of course, and what you can't offer this person. And I think that's something that it pulls that insecurity out of you so that you can remind yourself that you are good enough and surrender this over like you already are doing, and say, you know, I accept things for how they are and I forgive the situation for however it is. I just know that I'm here for a reason, and this connection for a reason, to learn something. And I want to be able to be free from that and grow from this experience and know that it wasn't in vain. You know, if I can't give this person everything that they need, I can still discover who it is that I am and what it is that I need and move forward in that knowing. So let's read what pig is. I heard pigs are super smart too, just so you know. 93. Okay. Okay, pig. Generosity, abundance, and indulgence. Abundance is available to you. The pig can sniff opportunities out of the dirt, drawing up bits of luck from nowhere. If you've been procrastinating, the pig is telling you there's an opportunity right under your nose. The pig moves on its own timetable, at its own pace, and measures success on its own terms. If you've been comparing your path to others, the pig is showing you that is futile. And the only way forward is to focus on your own way. Make your plans solid by creating your own footsteps in the mud and moving past any ruts. The pig is heavily associated with the earth, and so it is only natural for the pig would love to enjoy earthly pleasures. Be careful of overindulgence and keep a healthy balance between needs and wants. A generous animal, the pig also shares its wealth with others, amplifying abundance with reciprocity. So this is interesting two places on here. One of them where it says this futile kind of energy here is you not comparing your path to other people's path, and you not comparing what it is you want to this person and what they want, not putting that expectation on this relationship. If this is a relationship, you know, making sure that things are reciprocated here in a way of you're getting something and they're getting something, and finding the balance in between that. And again, especially with those shadow sides, focusing when those do come up about what it is between what is it you need and what it is that you want. If this is stuff that you want, why are you acting a certain kind of way? Why are you feeling a certain kind of way? Because is it over something that you want, or is it over something that you need? And that's just a way to bring yourself back to ground. You know, that's just a way to kind of bring yourself back down and focus moving forward. I'm not saying you don't have wants or wishes. It's just a way to bring yourself back out of that fear and stay in the present. It's something else I was wanting to say. Yeah, so be careful of overindulgence and keep a healthy balance between your wants and your needs here. Because if you get, and I feel like you kind of already know this, pile 3, but if you get, I feel like you're in this energy, if you get too far ahead of yourself, you see as that expectation and you kind of cut that off, or you have that self-awareness in order to be able to kind of cut that off. But you're determined to persevere through things here. Through this relationship, or just in your life in general, you definitely have a spirit within you where you are capable of persevering through situations, and seeing everything as kind of a learning experience, even if that's a painful learning experience. Okay, let's see. Let me get I kind of sort of want to get a postcard from Spirit, but I need to get some key cards and initials, and I think this has been a pretty long reading. What the hey? Let's just grab one. Let's just grab one. Why not? I feel like there's a message here that I'm missing. Oh, I don't know. There's something here. Let's see. You are not alone. Yeah, you aren't. You are not alone. Dear you, it might be hard to believe that you'll ever get to where you want to go, feel the way you want to feel, and find peace and security, but you can. There's lots to celebrate in this life, but first you need to let go of this attachment to achieving certain results. It is easy to get caught up in the endless loop of wanting this or that so that you can feel safe. The only way out of this is to surrender to the attachment. Yep. We have the surrender card, guys. That's an expectation there. Empty yourself so that you can be filled with something new. The compulsion will be lifted and peace will come. Trust that something better awaits, that something new will open up, and that you will see new opportunities for fulfillment. The truth is, whenever you get into a loop, what you are really looking for is spirit. That connection is where the power, the peace, and the purpose lies. Everything else follows after that. Give yourself a hug. We've got you. Loving you so, so much. When you get into that loop, remind yourself that this is it's just a lesson, and that spirit's here, and that you have something to look forward to. You have new opportunities for fulfillment. You're not stuck in this position here, guys. You're not stuck with this dream that you feel like will never come true. You just have to remind yourself to surrender to that attachment of that dream and allow freedom for whatever it is to come back to you. Knowing that all you're doing is striving to find this self-discovery within and be true to who you are in the process. Okay? That makes sense? Okay. I do feel like that was a good card. I'm glad I decided to get it. Okay. That's way too many. Look at that. Detachment. How crazy. Get what I want, guys. Now that's almost freaky, isn't it? That is almost freaky. Wow. I love it. It's so cool. Clear within. Yep. Be supportive. Yeah. Be supportive. Strength and encourage and initiate. So you're the one that's going to have to get yourself out of this loop. Looking for someone else to get you out of that energy is not going to be helpful for you. You have the strength and courage to support yourself here and clear your own fears from within when it comes to what it is that you want and what it is that you need, and detach from the outcome, detach from the expectation that you have, that you want to fulfill. You want to be fulfilled. And because if you put an expectation on anything and it constantly, someone chooses something else, or someone, I think that's a fear you have too, especially if you're connected with someone, that you're going to have this dream with this person in some kind of way, shape, or form, and that person's going to choose someone else, and then you're going to have to go through this Three of Swords here again. They don't want you to be in that place. And I'm not saying this person will or won't kind of do that. It's just you putting yourself into that mindset's the whole point, not to do that. Don't put yourself into that mindset. Detach from that whole scenario. Detach from that idea that could be something that even happens, you know? Just allowing yourself to be in the present moment and enjoy what it is that you do have. Okay, well, 30 is right here for some reason. That might be important to somebody. So we have being at a crossroads, the number 2, which is about balance and decisions, and the number 3, which is about growth. Also together is 5. So that is about change, you know, changing your direction and how you want to grow and how you want to move things forward for yourself. You really need to, guys, you really need to kind of come back to yourself. Every time you kind of get into this energy here and about what you're feeling in this current moment, and just being in that space with it. Shoulda, coulda, wouldas, you know, hows, whys, all these things are just future misunderstandings or future, you don't know. You just don't, those are all questions. You have to bring yourself back to what it is you do know at this moment in time, and the facts that you do know. And that's how you get out of that mindset, right? That's how you get out of fear. 6 is the number of healing in the Lovers in Tarot, or 9. And 9 is the number of things coming to fruition and nearing a completion, things coming to you. And we have this pig, which is that abundance, like it said, coming your way. And even here on this card, it says it as well. You having these new opportunities for fulfillment right here, coming your way. You have to be open up to them. So whatever it is, that dream that you have may not necessarily be exactly how it's going to be played out, but just allowing yourself to have that dream, and then just open yourself up to whatever happens, right? So it's not that you can't dream. It's just that don't restrict yourself with that. Detach from the expectation of the dream itself. We have KGVI, Elmer W, BV, ARZEES, TI, and T. Okay, so let's see here. Sit on it. Think about it before you make any kind of impulsive decisions. Always, yeah. Look, tea time. Take a break. Take a rest and kind of sit on it. Rest is here too. Before you kind of make any kind of impulsive decision. Something important to remind yourself of. What else? This isn't like a kit that you can buy. Something, it's a process. You figuring out who you are is a process. Anything else? Etc. All these things that are here and there and everywhere are just, those are just extra things that aren't even going to matter, you know. So you need to detach yourself from all that stuff. We have ear here too. So you may have someone in your ear that doesn't help the situation. Pay attention to that. Pay very careful attention to that, okay? We have vest here, so you trying to protect your heart is something that's here. We have BS. Don't listen to the BS. We have best. Be your best self. Best version of yourself. Just continue to keep striving for it and be the best version of yourself. And you never know, guys. It's possible that you could get to a point to where you outgrow the situation that you're in and you become someone that is, you attract something far beyond anything that you could have dreamed. It's always that possibility. Look at this. Wait. Just wait and see. Just wait and see. It's right here. Wait and see. Things can come together in crazy ways sometimes, like you've never imagined, you know, because Spirit knows so much more than we do. They see everything, you know, they hear everything. They know everything that's going on, things that you do not know. Okay, guys, so I'm going to leave this here. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope this resonates. I hope it helps you to move forward. Good luck to you guys moving forward. Yeah, that's all I have. So I'm gonna leave here. Thanks, guys, for being here. Thanks for your love and support. If you haven't voted on the giveaway, go do that, please, on my community page. I'm gonna close that on the 10th, and then I'll do the giveaway starting on the 20th, and it will be for 5 days. So I'm excited. So thanks, guys, and I hope to see you soon.